Don't blink if you're buying. Welcome to the show. Doing well, having a wonderful day on this 12th July 2025. Today is a beautiful day on this day of the Lord, a Saturday. Today we are doing season 3, episode number 4 of Squid Game. I know I've talked a lot about season 3, episode number 3. Season 2, episode number 3. My apologies. We are doing season 2, episode 4. I'll try to do more than one episode in 40 minutes. I know. For some people it's easy. For this guy right here, not easy, dude. Not easy, dude. Not easy, bro. So without further ado, let's freaking go. Are you ready? Because I'm ready. Well, I'm not really ready, but I'm kind of ready. I'm not ready. But ready. So, we got the ending of 203. I said 203 season 2, episode 03. Because if there's more than 10 episodes, you said 213 or 211. So we have the 6 legs. So this is actually super cool. By the way, I don't know if I'm going to be as excited as I was for season 3. For season 2, episode 3, I'm tired today. I'm really tired. What a freaking day. But hey, we're live. We're doing our best. And that's all that matters, right? So we're seeing right away, we're seeing the body. Now, this is kind of reminiscent because last year we also had the body, and this is what's really freaking cool. So last year we had the body, so this year we have the body, which kind of means a lot, you know? It's revisiting. There's nothing wrong with you reusing plot, right? But however, representing a plot, presenting it in a different sauce, I think it's good. Now, we have a very important thing. We have one of the meals, so you can see it's some greens, some sausage, an egg, and some rice. Guys, remember at the end of last year, or last season, we had simple eggs. So they're giving them ample food. So this is for every single person. We have the best friend who's taking care of Gyun. And I gotta say, it's complex. It's complex because I don't remember how I felt about the best friend before. The other guy from the first season, I don't remember how I felt about him. But this guy, I actually really like him. Really like him. Once again, can't do shit about this, but hey. So it's a nice sign. Now, oh, I died. I spawn, I die. I spawn, I'm one away. No way. I'm gonna make it to, oh, that's awesome. We're gonna make it to champion. Wait a second, I'm already in position number 4. Well, actually pretty good. It's actually pretty good. I thought that I did bad, but I didn't do bad. So I just have to pay attention to this and this, because we are having a tower competition today. The tower is a game that I'm playing. I reached 2 years today. So that's actually pretty cool. 2 years on this playthrough. The other ones are not 2 years. So I'm gonna get something. So I don't remember how I felt about the best friend before. I don't remember if I liked him or I didn't like him, right? I thought that he was kind of cool, but not the best. See, the last opponent, the last year, I think this guy was nice to Ali, and we love Ali, but I don't remember moments where he was nice to Jiwoon, you know. And versus this guy who's really in here, and it's kind of like a really nice reflex, because you have the moment the sun, so that's something. But then you have Jiwoon, his best friend, and there's also aware that one of them is gonna die. Jiwoon says, "Yo, can only be one winner," you know. They're aware of that, but he trusts him, and I feel like the best friend. Okay, so this is my opinion. After seeing season 2 and a bit of season 3, I feel like the best friend is in the position of, I don't know how much you know, I trust you. Worst come to worst, we'll go through this together. One of us die, but I'm with you, you know. I'm supporting you, something like that. So I thought it was really nice. I thought it was really powerful. We have number 1 who gets closer to Jaewoon. Now, this is a really cool part, because as a viewer, you know that number 1 is the frontman, right? But as a cast member, you don't really know that. Now, what is the importance? It is a very good narrative. It's very good. I know that you're not a good guy, and I'm trying to tell people, it's like in a horror movie saying, yo, no, you're gonna die. He's behind you. he knows he's not gonna do shit, but you still say it. This is kind of what we're seeing. So yeah, so we have the mom and the son. We're seeing a lot of people now. This is kind of cool because a lot of people are like, "Yo, we know that you're for real. Know that you're for real." Now, there's two thoughts. There's two thoughts. The first one is like, "Okay, you know what's up? We believe you now." There's other bands like, "Oh man, you're one of them. You're one of the red guys. The guy in red, and you're just trying to make it so we get killed and you get the money. You're part of them. You're being paid for that." You know. So some people try to say that Ji-hoon is trying to sabotage everybody, when in reality, no, he isn't. Now, at the same time, when you see who accused them, they're kind of the bad guy, right? They're kind of the bad guy. And again, what I love here is something that they didn't do in the first season. Is again, it's putting the vote. So you're not gonna move, huh? You're not gonna stay, huh? Phone is too hot. So by putting the patch, this is a good idea because it's a difference of opinion. I said the politics before. This is like a religion. This is everything. There's gonna be people that agree, people that disagree, and then those two groups are gonna be together, right? So we have the old woman. Now the old woman, she does reveal something. She reveals that one of the player is pregnant. Now the cool thing is they did show the first episode, or episode number 3, or the first episode of the game. The girl was holding her stomach, so we know she's pregnant. But we didn't have the confirmation, right? So the grandma comes to confirm, and if you miss it, you get it. This is also super cool because if you were to watch another episode, the second time this season, then, oh yeah, she's pregnant. We can see it here. You know, you just have to know it. I gotta say, the frontman is amazing. It sucks because the frontman, and I do mean this, the frontman, this is the best trio. And I know there's more characters, but this show is what I care about the most. The frontman is so charismatic that you want him to be one of the good guy. You want him. So the genius between, I'm not gonna spoil it, I don't give a fuck. The genius between season 2 is the frontman gonna flip? Is he gonna realize that Ji-hoon is right? Is he gonna say, okay, well, what I'm doing is possibly not wrong, possibly not everybody's sick, maybe he's right? Now we have Ji-hoon, who's again, he's there. We have the best friend, and the best friend is the ride or die. It's the best friend. I mean, I hate saying this because it sounds so fucking bad, but is your shonen classic? Is the sidekick the ride or die that's not strong enough? That's nowhere near as strong as the main character, but you like him because he's there, you know. So he says, "I got it." Now this Dayo. This guy is highly controversial. So he's afraid. He's very scared. But some people say, Dayo is easily the most controversial character. So I'm not gonna spoil it because it's a huge spoiler, even though I spoiled a lot of things before. There's an event in the show that Dayo was supposed to save the day. He could have saved the day, but he chose not to. And when I say he chose not to, he's just afraid. It's not his fault. He was just afraid. So a lot of people are saying like, "Yo, Dayo didn't do anything wrong," and people that hate him like, "Oh, yo, he's a pussy. Should have helped him out." But then, no, he's afraid. It's normal that he didn't act out. So also the most important thing is, a lot of people are comparing Dayo to Ji-hoon. First season Ji-hoon. People have to understand that Ji-hoon had 3 years to prepare. 3 years to psych up himself as a guy that I'm gonna fucking destroy the game. I'm gonna stop the game. He's been training. Bro, this is such a good show. So he's been training. Now you don't see him train. However, you see his body at the beginning because he's naked in the bathroom. You see his body at the beginning of the second season, and the dude is jacked, is ripped. He's super strong. He's been training with weapons. He's been training. So Dayo is season 1 Ji-hoon, you know. And then I'm gonna be honest here, and this is a spoiler. We have a group of people that are willing to save the day. They're all Marines. Dayo is a Marine, but we never know. And whenever this Bassett is brought up as a Marine, it's always something that he avoids. So I think it was not he left the army or something like that. And yeah, so this is cool. So he says to Ji-hoon, he said, "Yo, I really like your speech. You saved the day. Can I come with you?" Now, Dio, and here is a bit of a I'm gonna say coward, but he's the mentality of the weak following that. He's a follower. So he sees that Jin is the strongest here. And say, I don't care what you do, I don't care who you are, I'll follow you. At the same time, I want to stay alive. That's more than it. Now, this is actually really cool, this scene. Because you gotta see two demarcation, right? Two demarcation, so you got one side and the other side. This is gonna become super important because the one side is gonna be the yes, one side is gonna be the no. So this is super important. For now, it doesn't matter. But at one point, it'll be super important. So Dayo, he has a tattoo. He wants to shake Ji-Yoon's hand. And then I think it's Korean. In Korea, they don't really have tattoos. So then his best friend's like, yo, what is this tattoo? Oh fuck. I got it. It's too warm. Like, so then we have this. But this is the ice pack. And it's not super stable. It's not super stable. So we're doing what we have. And we're doing what we have. If it works, it works. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. See? There you go. That's gonna be the best for now. Don't fucking move. So Dayo, he comes in and he has a tattoo of a Marine. Now the fun thing is, the best friend of Ji-Yoon had a tattoo. So he sees Dayo as possibly one of the good ones. Now this is super cool. So for example, right now we're seeing this player. This player is called MC Quinn. So this is the guy, the YouTuber. It doesn't very specify, but they're saying, "Hey, yo, you owe me money. So I'm gonna take your food, right?" And this is to show that the guy who is a club manager and Thanos are actually bullying him all the time. Now, at some point, this is actually super fucking cool. Why? Because it's again, see, and these scenes are super interesting. The first thing that you see is Dayo being so weak that he goes to Ji-Yoon. The second scene is the guy that is so weak that when he takes his food, he doesn't react. But then the frontman is like, yo, don't fuck with him. Stop being an asshole. Stop being a bully. And this is so fucking important for three reasons. In the first season, violence was a big thing, right? So Ji-Yoon is also afraid. See, the thing is, Ji-Yoon, he knows every single game, but he doesn't know the player. And if there's an dangerous one that comes to him to kill him, they're not gonna know what to do. So the frontman comes in, he's like, know how to defend himself, which is good because Ji-Yoon needs protection. First of all, second of all, he says, I'm not gonna allow you to be a violent. So Thanos uses fear to get the foot of the other guy. The frontman uses fear by being super strong as a way to say, no, you're not gonna fight here. So both are wrong for using violence, but one of them is a noble thing. And the funniest thing is the frontman is fucking really strong. Really, really strong. And then what they do is, it's really well thought out. They show the two Marine guy that was just established a Marine that knows basic combat, right? And they applaud him. It's like, oh shit, he's really strong. So even then you're supposed to say, okay, well, even the Marine guy say he's strong. So even if I don't know how strong he is, because yes, he took care of two people. But he took care of a rapper and a tweaker, you know? It's not that hard. I don't know if I could do it, but I don't know if I could. I don't know if I could, or I don't know if I could. Now this is such a cool scene too. So what happened here is we're seeing all of the people. We're gonna see all of the guys, right? They're asking like, who the fuck is this guy? Is he a Marine today? Yeah. Then they decide like, okay, maybe he's not a Marine, maybe he's a Air Force or shit like that. So they hide their sign. You see all of them, right? All of them. This is super important. They only show number 11. Now remember, last episode we established that number 11 is super important. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The other doesn't matter. You're just showing them and you're showing, hey, this is our guy. This is our member. They're doing something that's really cool. What I said yesterday. They're establishing that this character is important by giving him screen time, right? Then she's thinking, there's someone that she cares about that is in there, right? Someone that cares that's in there. Now, the craziest thing, the absolute craziest thing is she's very fucking sick. She has a, she's really, really sick, like really sick. And what happened is she needs a transplant, a liver transplant. Now, it's not precise as to why, but there's a chance that the old man gave all of his money to make sure that she had medication, make sure that she had a transplant, and that's why he's in the game, to protect her, you know. So she has some love for him, but she's also feel responsible for why he's here, which is why she wants to protect him. And for the first time, we have a relationship between a guard and a prisoner, which is amazing. See how dark it is? It's gonna be raining soon. You can feel it, but it's gonna be raining bad tomorrow. Tomorrow, badly. So yeah, so actually, I think that's actually pretty nice. I love it. Now we got the nights out. So the nights out, what is kind of cool here is we know that last year this meant that they were gonna fight, right? The frontmen in Ji-woon are super cool. Now, the frontman being close to Ji-woon could be for two reasons. First reason is I want to make sure that you're. What are your intent, kind of? The second reason is okay. Well, I know that you're not an asshole, but you're also not a good guy. So how are we gonna deal with you? Which is also important. It's not about. It's not about. It's not necessarily about how bad he is. See, if you believe in the belief that the frontman only joined the game because Ji-yoon is there, then his reaction or his action or reaction to the action of Ji-yoon. If Ji-yoon doesn't try to stop the game, he might not try to stop the game, or just try Ji-yoon, right? I feel like his presence there is more of an insurance that the game does happen. So I feel like he's paying a little bit of Ji-woon and everything. Now we got the VIP. This guy is kind of important because he has the current VIP. Now he's also very important because he gives shit to 11 because what she did was she killed somebody. And this is super fucking cool. This is super fucking cool because he gives her shit. Now why is that so important? Because we're changing frontmen. So we could ask the very valid question of if it was the last frontman, how would he react? Which is a really good question to ask, right? If it was last frontman, how would he react? First of all. Second of all, you have the question, okay, well, who's right here? So the girl, she got in trouble because she killed somebody. So then he's like, no, you're supposed to keep them alive because we want them. You're supposed to keep them alive because we want them for organ, right? And then the girl's like, aren't we supposed to just kill them? He's like, they're his mentality are they're lesser human. So then he's like, we can give those organs to people who really need it. However, this person in number 11, should they want to give it to somebody that really needs it, or somebody that's willing to pay for it? You know? And then it's kind of like a crazy thing that happened. And this, I don't know if it's the truth, but if it is, it's brilliant. So last season, we remember that the guy who was in charge of everything was number 1, and he died. So basically, we have kind of a mafia thing going on. So when a mafia thing going on, there's a Corleone, right? Which is a Don, which is the captain of the mafia, he's the general, whatever. And then him dying means that he's like, okay, well, I have to sort of take care of everything, right? And there's a struggle for power. So we're going to replace him. So is the guy who replace him the good person or not? Which is not specified. Now, in later this season, it is specified, number 1 will return to be the VIP or the frontman. So that means that hierarchically speaking, he is kind of the captain. So you could also see the kings. When the king was dying, there was an intendant that would replace the king until the king was better, right? So the guy is kind of an intendant. And then the 11, she says, we lost your way. And she defied the order. But at the same time, she defied the order, but she doesn't say, I'm going to leave. So she keep on working. She keep on being there for the game. So this plays two very important roles. The first important role that it plays is, okay, she is against what they're doing, but she's not. She's against what they're doing, but she's not. Yeah, it depends. You can disagree with something, or you can just be against it. Disagreeing will be still being part of the game, but she stays in the game. So this is kind of bad because she said, oh, you guys are asshole, but at the same time she said, well, I'm not gonna go against you guys, right? Which is really bad. So yeah, that's it. So now we have the cops who come back, and he wants to see like if there's advancement, because he feels like he's doing all the work. Now the craziest thing is he comes with proof, and he comes to the general, and he's like, he tells the general like, yo, this island is real. And the guy is like, okay. And this scene is actually quite important because Earl says, "You're still silent. We fucking demoted you. Don't you understand what's going on?" And this scene is supposed to say, okay, well, we can count on the police. We cannot count on them. They're not going to be there for helping us. They're not going to be there to help us. So then we have a meeting between the captain and the guy. Now, this is really cool because the captain is kind of like a bad guy, and this guy is the only one that doubts him. Everybody's like, oh, he's a good old man. So because he denies it, this is kind of a power play. It would be like lighting Kirov from Death Note. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So the captain tried to defend himself, and it's crazy because you can actually put this the same as Ji-hoon and the frontman as a way of saying, okay, well, I'm trying to figure out where you are. Now, the craziest thing is this is truly, and I mean truly, something horrible. So Ji-hoon says the second game is the candy game, so the one that you have to lick. And he says, well, there's a star, there's a circle, there's a triangle, and there's a umbrella. So tell everybody, go take the triangle, because if you take the triangle, it's gonna be the easiest. However, the frontman says, yo, this guy's gonna tell. So everybody that chose the triangle gets the hardest. Then he wakes up, it's a fucking dream. It's like, okay, what if I went and I told these guys that, yo, I made them kill each other because they chose the hardest part. We have the MC Queen, and now this is kind of the important part. So the girl that's pregnant, we learn the father is the MC Queen, so the guy with the coins. Now, you had a lot of people a lot of people in the Squid Game that owed money, right? But then he's like, yo, guess what? Guess what? There's only one person, which is the girl with my kid, that I care about. And if I had to reimburse somebody, it would possibly be her. We have Thanos who had drugs. Now the club owner is like, no, give me some. So then we have another game. Everybody's like telling Ji-hoon, yo, you fucked us over. You really fucked us over. And again, the people that fuck him over, that are complaining are the assholes. So you don't really care about them, but still. So you have the whole scene. The guy is like, yo, please forgive me. So they're doing teams of 5, right? And some really cool thing here is that you can kind of see a struggle for power. Now, what I really like about this scene is a couple seconds before, we have Ji-hoon being the main fucking guy. People are coming to him and say, yo, what am I supposed to do? How can I survive this fucking game, right? And then, now we have a chance to choose somebody, and nobody wants to choose Ji-hoon because they're like, this guy doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about, so fuck him, right? Now, this is extremely important, because it does show the level of care people have. If people are willing to choose Ji-hoon, they're willing to choose Ji-hoon. You understand? If they're not willing to choose Ji-hoon, that shows that they don't. I don't need to be told I trust Ji-hoon. I don't need to have an interview with every single player that trusts Ji-hoon. But it shows that, okay, well, people are mad at him. Now, this creates something because we gotta introduce this character. So this character we already saw, right? So this character is a person, is a dude that wants to do Operation for being a woman. So this is why they joined the game, right? But because of people don't want to choose him. Or her, sorry. So yeah, they don't want to choose. But then we have it. And you know what? This is really powerful scene because we can see the son and the mom. And they're like, you need people? And they told him, their team tell him no. And they tell him, guess what? If you get rid of the mom, we'll let you join. So the guy is basically asked to betray his mom for a team. Now Thanos, he wants to go with the cutest girl. I gotta say, yo, she's swag. I fucking love the way she looks. Look at her. She cute, bro. The first girl, cute. This one, ooh, baby. Ooh, but guess what? She doesn't like him. And the funniest thing is, there's nobody that she likes. Now this guy, we are introducing this guy, and this guy is super fucking important. This guy is super fucking important because everybody kind of use him. Everybody kind of abuse him. Now when I say everybody, I don't mean everybody. I mean the people that we have in our sites. Like, for example, Thanos and the club manager. And the girl, she protects him. But then, because the girl protects him, she likes him. And because the girl likes him, she doesn't like Thanos. And because she doesn't like Thanos, Thanos is mad. You understand what I mean? So it's a cycle. It's a cycle. Now, to be honest, do I like the character? He's okay. The reason why I like him so much, so now you see, this is gonna be wet. This is already melted. So I'm gonna take a little break after this episode and I'm gonna change. So yeah, so this is kind of like a cycle, right? Now the whole thing is we like this character because he defends himself. He defends himself at the beginning. He's like, oh my god, you can tell me. And then Thanos bullies him and bullies him and bullies him, and then guess what? He kills Thanos. So this girl, the mythic, she's like, and I can't believe that nobody chose me. You're lucky, right? Now we got the team. They're a team group of 5. So we can already see the team. Now right away, we're eliminating half the player, half the fucking player. So we got the 2 teams that we care about. So this is actually pretty cool because we get 2 teams that we care about. The first team that we care about is them. This is our main crew. This is our main crew, right? This is the Thanos. This is the 2 people, and even though they're a different team, oh, I'm not showing you. I'm not even showing you anything. You got the old man and the mom, and even though they're not in the same team, they're showing them together. This is a powerful message. It's also showing how can I say that, allegiance, right? They're showing the different game. So there's Dio, there's a lot of games, and we choose who's gonna play what, right? So that's actually pretty freaking good. So we get the games, and things are hard to recap. So we have the game with the advocate with the salesman. What is really cool is they're showing the game. So the first team doesn't have a chance because we get to know, like, okay, well, this is it. Now I don't know if they can change team, but it's basically like, this is super nice. We're showing which game is hard, and at the end, guess what? They win. The first team win. Second team gets killed, which is super fucking nice because it shows the thing. And the worst thing is, you could tell that, okay, well, it's not team versus team. We're having 2 teams together, but it's not team versus team. You have a timer. If you didn't make it through the timer, you're done. So Thanos is super cool because Thanos is the only one that's not freaked out because he's high on drugs. Tweaker asked him for drugs, which of course Thanos says yes. And that's pretty much it. Got the whole team. You see them dying. And yeah. Oh yeah, the important scene here. The guy that gets killed, do you see the body? And the body is shot in the head, which means that they cannot use the organ. Now everybody's stressed. We got 2 teams. We got the team that we care about and the team with the people, the second cast. So the man and the woman, the man and the mom, shit like that. Now I'm gonna take a small break. I'm gonna replace the ice pack because, and it's okay. We used the ice pack this morning, so it possibly didn't have time to set. I guess that's pretty much it. So be right back, ladies and gentlemen.